in there, man? Hey,
no Wendy's. No Wendy's.
That's another thing. I hope to God after we went off the air last week, you guys went down to Wendy's and got yourself one of those $1 chicken sandwiches that I was telling you. You know what I got? I got this new thing, right? And it's basically I should do a Clark's Kitchen or something like that weekly here on WZR. You know what I mean? Clark's Kitchen.
Hour number 3, Clark's Kitchen.
Yeah. do a cooking special for an hour or something. But nonetheless, check it out. Some guy says that it looks like a rocket. I don't see anything. What are you talking about, a rocket? I'm going to look out again. I don't see any. Whatever. I'm done. Whatever.
I see birds.
But anyway, all right. Back to Clark's Kitchen here for a second. I take these tortilla wraps, right? Get yourself a pound of hamburger, right? You brown up the hamburger, and then you throw in these bacon bits, right? You can buy bacon bits down at the store. So you cook up the hamburger, you cook up the bacon bits, then you put mayonnaise on this tortilla shell, right? And then you put the bacon in the hamburger, like a big taco, but with mayonnaise. If you don't like mayonnaise, you can use like sour cream or something like that, and then you just fold it up and you eat it. So it's just a tortilla with mayo, with a hamburger, and bacon bits. And cheese. Throw some cheese on top of it, too. Not bad, huh?
You know, you make me really proud, you know? You know that you make me really proud.
What's the chef's name, dude? Chef Battaglia or something like that? The main chef.
My best thing in the kitchen is eating.
Is it?
Yeah. You cook it, I eat it. That's about it. That's about the best thing I do in the kitchen is eating it.
Yeah, right.
I have to cook. You know, you live by yourself. You have no other option. I mean, how many times can the pizza guy come over?
Oh, I hear you, man. Once I get that new apartment.
He's like, hey, it's the same usual. I'm like, yeah, same thing. Okay, no problem, my friend. I'll take care of you. Local
that's
pizza
what.
guy. His name is Mario, actually, which is kind of funny. I'm like, how ironic. Your name is Mario. Where's your brother, Luigi?
Mario Battaglia, baby. Mario Battaglia. That's the chef's name that I was looking for. All right, so back to pro wrestling. No space shuttle. That failed miserably. I don't see anything. I don't hear anything. I'm still looking out the window, and I just see one star. I believe it's a star, and it's just kind of floating in the air. I don't know if it'll move.
Fishing on a star.
Whatever. All right, so back to pro wrestling, man. Let's. What time is it? What time do we have right now?
7:46. But you know what? Did you tell them that there's no commercial break, right? Are we still doing
No, we are going to do a commercial break.
Oh, never mind. Forget it.
All right. I found out how to put music in, so we can take a commercial break, get something to drink, and then we'll come back. But before we go to a commercial break, let's try to run down Monday Night Raw here in about 15 minutes here. We'll run it down top to bottom. Overall, man, what'd you think? Top to bottom, A, B, C, D, F, school letter grade?
I gave it a B-, maybe even a C. The show is not doing anything for me.
Yeah. It doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't have the typical Mania feel. There's something about this WrestleMania that
just doesn't click.
There's something, man. It's like, I feel like if we had an appearance or even a build-up to maybe a Steve Austin or maybe a Hulk Hogan appearing at WrestleMania, it wouldn't shock me to have Austin come out during the Jericho match or something along but I want to see it hyped up. Like, I want to get really into this pay-per-view. Yeah, I mean, this is WrestleMania. I want something that I can look forward to, like a Hogan coming out with 70,000 people. You know, I know the Money in the Bank ladder match, Triple H versus Randy Orton. You know, Triple H and Randy Orton as the WrestleMania main event just doesn't. I know you got to do a one-on-one, but it doesn't click with me, man. And then to have Triple H arrested 1 week, and then last night on Raw. You know, and then next week last night on Raw, I'm not going to press charges. He's out of jail, and we do this again, and we fight again. You know, it just
and that's after the fact. Orton went out and struck Triple H when he was getting put in the car, and the cops just decided to drag Orton away. I mean, that's technically an assault as well.
Yeah, right? Exactly, man, exactly. So,
I didn't see nothing. I didn't see him hit him. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, right. Crooked cops, baby. Crooked cops. All right, so let's run it down. Let's do this in 11 minutes. 11 minutes. Here we go. We started it off. We had the hype tag team match from the week before. They plugged this up. Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker, opponents at WrestleMania, teamed up to take on JB. I did it again. JBL and Vladimir Kozlov. At the end of this came Taker. The finishing sequence that he does, he drops the big leg, and then he goes for a choke slam. HBK tagged in out of nowhere. Undertaker wasn't looking, and Shawn Michaels tagged in, hit the sweet chin music, and stole the win, and then retreated out of the ring, went up the ramp, went behind the curtain. Undertaker followed, and then Shawn came out from behind the Titantron and delivered a super kick to Shawn. The match itself wasn't all that, but I thought the ending sequence there to further hype, Shawn versus Taker. The thing about it is, if they wanted Shawn to get over as a heel last night, with San Antonio, the place they wanted to do it. You know what I mean? It's not. Well, it's definitely not going to happen in San Antonio. You know what I mean? You're in Texas. You're in his hometown, nonetheless, and then you have him super kick Taker. I don't know if they want to continue a heel versus face storyline, or if they want it to be a face versus face match. We'll have to see. I would expect Undertaker to do something back to Shawn. Maybe the SmackDown taping tonight. Yeah, get his revenge or some sort. Maybe they'll build him up as, both guys are going for each other. I don't think it's going to be a clear-cut heel and face match. I think it's going to be more a face versus face match at Mania.
Maybe we'll see, this Friday, Shawn Michaels inside the ring. He'll start bleeding from the head. Oh, no, wait, that's Papa Shango and the Ultimate Warrior. That's been done already. Never mind. Remember that back then, in the interview, and the Ultimate Warrior was talking, and he started shaking, and all this fake, completely fake blood starts pouring from his head, and it's Papa Shango playing, little tricks and stuff like that on him.
Way back, man. Back in the old days.
Had to bring the wrestling challenge footages back into play.
Yeah, right. Hey, all right, we moved on to what happened to Edge. Edge was he was in a locker room. Vicky Guerrero was backstage. What do you think about this Edge Big Show Vicky Guerrero thing? Basically, Edge said the Big Show doesn't want you, Vicky. He's just using you because you're a power figure. You're in charge. It's basically exactly the same thing that Edge is doing by being with Vicky. So basically, they did a segment later in the show. Big Show was backstage and said, look, Edge doesn't want you. Edge doesn't want this. So Vicky's caught in the middle, basically, between the Big Show and Edge. Both of them are obviously using Vicky because she's a power figure. She's the general manager of SmackDown. I guess still the general manager of Raw right now. So they're using her, you know what I mean? And she's caught in the middle. And where do you think they're going? Is she going to have an affair? Or, is she going to be with the both of them? Is that where this is going?
It's funny because I said the same thing too, and then I said to myself, who cares? At the end of the day, again, especially the last footage between Vicky and Big Show, they did it. They went back to we're idiots and we don't know there's 5 million people watching the show, and Big Show and okay, if Edge really wants to know what's the deal, wouldn't you think he'll be watching the monitor somewhere to make sure everything's cool? And again, it's that you're insulting our intelligent type of angle, but it would be nice, and to really kind of put some spin into it, is if perhaps Vicky actually aligned herself with someone else. And, at WrestleMania, she just decides to walk away with someone else. Just to really say she didn't go with Big Show and she didn't go with Edge. She went out with somebody else.
Here's an exclusive story. I'll break it here. I'm going to put this out on the websites tomorrow. After WrestleMania, Edge is planning on taking quite a bit of time off to heal from some nagging injuries. So the plan as of about a week ago was to take the title off Edge at Mania, put it on Big Show or Cena. Obviously, my main thinking would be to put it on Cena and then draft Cena over to SmackDown after the draft comes up here 2 weeks after WrestleMania. But nonetheless, Edge is scheduled to take. He's got some nagging injuries that have been bothering him for quite some time. And, well, we'll have to wait and see where they go with this, man.